Whenever I officiate a basketball contest, here are some guidelines that seem to work for me for a large majority of my basketball contests. If you find some of these helpful or all of them helpful, then please feel free to use them. Pre-game is essential, so I like to establish my contest guidelines of legal and proper equipment and uniform, pace, conduct, and communication in my pre-game conference with team representatives, captains, and or coaches. I like to get legal equipment and uniform out the way immediately. I like to let the coaches know that I have a pretty consistent pace that I wish to observe. A good pace is better for everyone involved. I like to put the ball back in play as quickly as possible when the ball is made dead by the whistle of one of the officials. I like everyone to know that we're not going to have any tolerance for anyone with regards to unsporting conduct and behavior. It includes players, coaches, team members, and fans. I like coaches and players to know we have an open line of communication, respectful communication, and I'm not one of those officials that will tell you that I don't respond to comments. I do prefer questions with regards to rules and play situations, but if your comment is a sincere inquiry about a play or rule, I'll be happy to discuss that with you as time permits. I definitely like to watch your teams warm up so I can get an idea of who's who and what's what. And I want to establish a friendly rapport with my work team. By rule, our scorekeeper, our shot clock operator, our game clock operator, and our statistician are work officials too. Show them the same respect that you want everyone to show you. The first 4 minutes of the game, whether it's the first 4 minutes of the first quarter or the first half, are essential for me. This is when I like to have my most whistles. I like to set the standard for how the contest is going to be officiated. This is where I want to do all my cleanup work, whether that's with hand checking, 2 hands on the ball handler dribbler, illegal forearms on players, illegal screens, displacement on rebounds, so forth and so on. I like to be very verbal with players during this first 4 minutes to let them know that we're a presence here and we're there for them, but we're not going to allow illegal contact and displacement to occur in the ball game. Again, throughout the entire duration of the contest, there will be no tolerance for unsporting behavior or conduct, and we will let players know through our rulings that we will reward good legal defense and that we will not penalize good legal defense. My partners or I will referee our primary coverage areas, but we will be prepared to referee where our partners cannot. And we're not going to set a standard of perfection for players because they are human beings. The officials that are officiating the players are human beings as well. And just like the players are prone to error, so are we. The remainder of the first half, we want to maintain our standards of calling the basketball contest with regards to legal and illegal defense and legal and illegal contact, and we still will have no tolerance for unsporting conduct and behavior. If the teams and players are playing well, we'll ease off the standard just a little bit to allow our basketball game and basketball contest to have flow. Again, we want to use the first half as a standard setter so that our second half can have more flow, hopefully, and less whistles. Speaking of the second half, we will still maintain our current standard of calling the basketball contest, and we will have no tolerance for unsporting conduct and behavior. So when we get to the last 2 minutes of regulation and any overtime periods, we're going to maintain our standard. Now, it's important that at this particular point in the ball game, we get all our plays right. We referee where our partners cannot. We still do our best to referee our primary coverage area, but we need to be prepared to come into our secondary coverage area. And remember, when it comes to last second shots that decide the contest, or the last shot of regulation and any last shots of overtime, which will decide a contest one way or another, it belongs to all officials. The entire court at this particular point is everyone's primary coverage area. Be strong enough to make an accurate ruling when it's absolutely necessary. Have a great season.